Hi, Merch Money.
Hi,
Today,
everyone.
yeah, we got Linnea with us today. It's very exciting. We feel honored to have Creative Fabrica with us on the show. So many other people in this group have really liked using the service. So, for anyone who doesn't know what it is, it's a website where you have all kinds of graphics and fonts and all kinds of things that help with print on demand. So it's great. And Linnea, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you so much for having me and having Creative Fabrica. Like, we're really excited to be on the show finally. Like, we've been talking about it
Yeah.
for quite some time now since we partnered up.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I'm finally here, and it's really nice to see all you guys commenting.
Yeah, we've already got people in the chat. We got Dina. Dina,
Dina van Dam, goedenavond.
yeah.
I'm not Dutch, but yeah, so we're located in the Netherlands, for those of you who don't know.
And then we got UK in the house.
Oh.
So we picked, he said, I made a live. Exactly. That is exactly why we picked this time, because a lot of people can make it, because people in Europe, it's evening, it's 5 or 6, depending on where you are. And then where I am, East Coast, US East Coast, it's noon. And then West Coast in the US, it's 9 in the morning. So you might be up. I know it's a Sunday. We'll see.
It's the golden hour now, really.
Yeah. So hopefully it doesn't quite cover all continents, but we did the best we could. So, but anyway, so today we're going to be talking about a couple of different things. First of all, we want to answer any questions people have. But another thing we want to do is talk about if you want to be an artist for Creative Fabrica. There's a lot of opportunities for illustrators and graphic designers and things like that. So we're going to be going over that. And then we're also going to be talking about a promotion that they are offering right now. And the promotion is actually live right now. So I put the link on the post. I put the link at the top of this chat. So you guys, if you don't have Creative Fabrica right now, feel free to go ahead and go click on that. Right now, it's $9 a month. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's $9 every month for our all access subscription. And the all access subscription gives you all access to everything on our site. So all our fonts, all our graphics, and all our crafts, and of course all our full print on demand assets. So it's a really nice subscription. Normally it costs $29. So if you get it for $9 a month, that deal is forever. So that's really, like, a lot of our customers love that deal. So
yes.
And there's only a few. So I would really suggest you to click the link that's Helen posted on the top.
And this video is being recorded, so it's okay if you leave and come back. You'll be able to catch it. The replay will be there, so you can watch it again. So right now, we're going to be talking about what Creative Fabrica is and about the promotion and things like that. When you guys come back, we'll probably be talking about being an artist on Creative Fabrica. And then at the end, we're going to be talking about licensing and how to, like, what the license means, what you can do, what you can't do. And then at the very, very end, we're going to be having a giveaway. So definitely stay till the end.
Yeah, very exciting.
Yep. So we got Jacqueline in the house. We got Jacob Topping, Don Hart, Dwayne, Mike.
Also, that you already have a subscription, Jacqueline. So nice to hear that you like it.
Yes. Awesome.
Maybe I saw a comment. Sorry.
That's so nice.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Melinda.
Customer service has been so responsive. Very impressed with how well they treat their customers. Yes. Speaking of that, Linnea has been in our Facebook group for several months. And every time people ask Creative Fabrica questions, she's so fast with the answers. So if you ever see her answering, it's definitely correct. She actually works at Creative Fabrica. So
yeah, sometimes I forget to introduce myself because I already feel like part of the community. But yeah, if you see my name and answering a question with Creative Fabrica, you can be sure that it's correct. But yeah, I will tell our customer support team, they're a really great team, and our customer support is really important. It's the best thing about the company, really. So it's really lovely to hear people telling nice things about it.
Nice. And hey, Teresa. Teresa just joined. Biz Profitable. Thank you guys all for being here. So guys, as you have questions, just put them in the chat, and Unfortunately, Christina couldn't be here today. She's traveling.
Yeah.
So it may, if I don't see your question right away, I will get to it. So just put it in there.
Yeah, we will keep up. I did see a question from Jacob, I think it was, asking about what's the history of Creative Fabrica. Maybe I can just tell it a bit quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we were founded in 2016 by the founders, and they both have background in development and design, and they know the struggle of like finding good quality design assets easily. They were so spread out. So they started Creative Fabrica, and it grew into a platform not only for buying, but also to sign up for our subscription. So with the subscription, you can get unlimited assets for a set price a month. So you can basically download how many fonts you like, how many graphics you like, and use them for your projects. And instead of paying a set or for every single purchase, you pay a set amount every month. So like Netflix or Spotify, for example.
That's a good way to describe
it. Yeah, exactly. And then it's really growing now, and we're expanding into looking into new markets. So that's when we discovered the merch and the print on demand community. Actually, they discovered us first, and that was, I think, mid last year, somewhere in the middle. And that's when we launched our full print on demand license, because before we had like other types of licensing, but we wanted to make it really easy for people to use our products easily,
right?
That are doing merch. So that's also when we started working with Merch Money, and now we're just expanding further. And it's really nice to see that people are coming in and joining, and we love any feedback. You can always send it to us. So that's in short.
Yes, exactly. And it's been nice to see how responsive you are to the community and what people want. So that's how the POD licensing came into play, is because that's what people wanted. They wanted to be able to have resources where they didn't have to completely change the image. They could use the graphic as it was. So that's really nice.
Exactly.
So we're going to go into more details about the licensing and the difference between POD license and regular license, but we're going to do that a little more towards the end. But just tell a little bit about like how many graphics do you have, and what types of, like, I know you have graphics and fonts. What else do you have?
So yeah, it's a big word, right? Like graphics and designs. But if you go in more in depth on it, we have all types of resources. Like we have all from website templates till single illustration packs. Like the artists actually make, for example, watercolor art. And it can be beautiful flowers or anything. And then they digitize them as files and upload them as packs often, or single elements. And then you can download them and use them for your notebook design or your wedding cards or whatever. So it's just very easy to use art from designers. But of course, we also have the more like vector files, such as like logotypes or social media backgrounds or Photoshop overlayers and that kind of stuff. So there's a bunch of things.
All kinds of stuff. It's all encompassing so much. Yeah. So this is a question about the promotion going on right now. If somebody already has a $19.99 promotion, can they go ahead and do the $9.99 one?
Yes. Just go ahead. It will replace your old subscription. So the $19.99 will be replaced with the 9 one. If you do have any issues with it, you can check your account and then just contact our customer support, and they will help you sort it out. So you will get the cheaper one in the end.
Yes.
So just go for it.
And that happened to me. I had a more expensive one, and then I was able to get a cheaper one at Christmas time, and they helped delete it. So just go ahead and get it now before it disappears, because I think there's only 20 or so of them.
It's going fast.
And then you can always make sure that the other one gets canceled.
You can just message us on Facebook or email us at hi@creativefabrica.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Perfect. And then Flav, I see your question. That's going to be answered at the end when we talk about licensing. I see Patty, I see Sandra, Susan, so many people. a few people are still coming in as Facebook users, so I apologize if I don't say your name. It's just like a glitch with StreamYard sometimes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys all so much for being here. And talking about, thank you for going into all the different stuff you have on there. I mean, there's so much stuff that we can use in so many different ways. So there's patterns, there's just so many things that can be used for like KDP books, print on demand, all kinds of stuff.
It's fun. Like, so with the full print on demand, you can use it as is, but it's really like the fun part of it that I like is just like creating your own unique thing with it and put it together and make it look pretty.
Yeah. So Jacqueline has a question. She's in the UK and pays VAT. So is 1014 the same thing as the $9.99? Is that the cheapest one?
Yeah. So with the VAT, it's we have to charge that because we're in Europe. Okay. So that's the cheapest option for the 9.1 then.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, anybody who's in Europe and seeing that price, that is the same thing.
Yeah.
Great question, Jacqueline. We got somebody from Denmark.
Oh, hello.
Hello, 6 p.m. Yeah, that's why we're just in general on Merch Money, we're going to start having a noon show on Thursdays because so many people are from Europe. Yeah. And the 8 p.m. shows that we've been having is really like 1 or 2 in the morning for you guys. So
yeah, we were talking about doing a show in the midweek, and I was like, I'm fine with staying up, but it would have been at midnight for me here because I'm in the Netherlands. But so this is really great, and I will definitely be watching every week your show.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we've had a few guests on the show where it was like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and some of them came on and you were willing to come on too. And I'm like, no, we got to start. We got to start having a good time for Europe.
I was just like, I drink a lot of coffee and put on some makeup and then a lot of lights.
So, Jacob's from Canada.
Oh, Canada, so nice.
I like Ian's comment. I am the group's official Facebook user, aka Ian House. Ian, you're not the only one, but thank you for being here. You have a few fellow people in the Facebook user group. So, all right. Well, guys, we are just talking a little more about what's offered on Creative Fabrica while we're letting people go ahead and go take advantage of that promotion right now. We kind of wanted to have the promotion go live while we were on air because sometimes people are asking questions and it's just easier to answer right away in real time than having a lot of emails and messages go back and forth. So that's why we are sort of doing it at the same time. Because last time, oh my God, poor Linnea, it was Black Friday and it was just like, wasn't it the middle of the night for you?
No. We started it. Well, it was the middle of the night for you guys. So here was like 3 p.m. So we were at least like ready, awake. But it was very hectic, just running around and very exciting. Also,
I think
Black Friday is so much fun.
I think I had planned to wake up in time for it to launch. Like I think it launched at like 3 a.m. or something. Yeah. And I ended up not. So when I woke up, it was just like, I woke up early, like 5 or something, but there was already so many messages and questions. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Linnea.
I was it was really fun to be in the comments then because I just got so much direct connection with you guys like we're having now. So
awesome. Dwayne got he just saved $9 a month because he had got the
nice, Dwayne.
Awesome.
Really
so
cool.
Any more questions from anybody about what Creative Fabrica is, what they offer?
I did see another question.
Answer those in about 15-20 minutes, and we're probably going to start answering the questions about becoming an artist on Creative Fabrica in like 5 or 10 minutes. So just I
did see somebody asking about if the All Access includes the full print on demand, and I can just say it quickly that it does. It's the only subscription that includes our full print on demand access.
Perfect. Okay, so you can go ahead and just sign up right away, right now with that link. And then we can worry about if that canceled your old subscription. Sometimes it automatically cancels it. Sometimes we have to manually go cancel it, but just go ahead and get it right now before it goes away.
Regardless what happens, you will get help from our customer support.
Yes.
So if you want a nice deal, just get it now, and then it can be solved later.
Yeah, just get it now. For me, when I did this during the Christmas promotion, it did not cancel my old subscriptions. Sometimes it will automatically cancel it, but for me, it did not. So all I had to do was just message Linnea or do that email, hi@creativefabrica.com, and she was able to cancel my old one.
Yeah.
Dina's saying it's addictive. Yes, it is addictive. I have so much fun using all the different graphics for pop sockets.
Yeah, there's so many new files coming in every day. So our files are from designers all over the world, and we have new designers joining daily. So it's a really fun way to connect designers also, and making sure that they have a platform to earn money for their art.
Yes.
And connecting them with creative people or people that are interested in buying art for their work or for their business.
Oh my gosh. Wow, you are so dedicated. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. If anybody's, I forgot, this is probably going to be uploaded to the podcast. So if anybody's listening and not viewing, the comment said 3 a.m. here on Black Friday. I had to get up and drive 15 minutes in order to get Wi-Fi to sign up for that amazing deal. So worth it. Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. And then Patty's saying fantastic tool, amazing price. Yes.
Thank you, Patty.
So how do you know the amount of graphics? Isn't it more than 35,000 or something like that? It's a lot.
Yeah, it's more than, it's like 100. Oh, you mean the print on demand graphics, right?
Oh, good point. Okay, so yeah, let's say both.
So the ones that can be used for full beauty is at 15,000.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of like lovely bundles in there as well. So a lot of them contains more than just one product. In our whole graphic library, so the ones that are also not covered with full print on demand, we have over 500,000.
Wow.
So there's a lot.
Did you say 500,000?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So much. So that's a common question people say, is they're like, well, if everybody's buying these graphics, like, is it going to be unique or not? First of all, most of the time when you use, it's not a full t-shirt design, it's graphics and it's fonts. So even if someone used the same graphic as you probably have different words or different elements that you've added to it. So that's one thing. But the other thing is just there's so many. So it's not going to be as, even if you use a graphic, somebody else might not, or put it on a totally different product or a different platform.
I think it's also very much up to you, like how unique you want to make it. So as you say, like you can always add a font that nobody else has, or add more elements. The license is really just to make it easier and not for the print on demand community to have to worry about, like, because that's the problem we had. They were just worried, like, did I amend it enough? Is it good enough? And now they don't have to worry about that. But there's so many things you can do with the files.
Yep. So we'll go over how you can use the ones that are not specific to the POD license, and we'll talk about all the license in just a little while. I just want to make sure everybody's signed on, because that's the most important thing to talk about. So we'll talk about that at the end of this show, so we can make sure that everybody has time to log on and join us today. That's the part I get the most questions, and we just really want to make sure you understand the licensing part of it.
Yeah.
So I think right now we'll go ahead and transition into, if you want to become an artist on Creative Fabrica's platform, what does that entail? How does it work? So I think the first question is, who are you guys looking for? Is it graphic designers? Is it illustrators? Is it both? Like, what kind of artists? What kind of things are you looking for?
Definitely both. Like, you don't have to be skilled, like have all the Adobe programs to join. As I explained earlier, we also have artists that, for example, paint by hand or draw, and then they digitize it, so upload it and make it into a digital file and joins. But also if you just create quotes, like there's so many quotes on our website and our customers love them, you can join. So I think there's a lot of possibilities as long as you make sure that the designs that you join with are yours and that you own the copyright to them.
Yes.
You can join and sell them.
Great. So there's so many people it could be for, because there's not just one style, right? Like if you are all different types of artists, all different kinds of styles can be uploaded, right?
Exactly. And we do also see trends, like what's popular. You can see it kind of if you look on our site with the most popular products, you can filter as like which products are the most popular. So you can definitely see trends there. Like for a while, there was a trend with this like watercolor family holding hands and you saw them from behind. So it's a lot of that like cutesy stuff and the nice stuff they like. But definitely all kinds of styles are welcome. Like there's all different types of people out there looking for all different types of designs. So even if you sell something very niche, you can join.
Yeah, I had it's really helpful sometimes if there's a specific thing that you don't normally design for. Like I don't normally design with like Western fonts or just anything like cowboy related or anything. But I had this one business owner that owned a spur shop, and his like logo and everything was Western looking. So I went on Creative Fabrica and I just looked up like Western fonts, Western graphics, and was able to make some t-shirts for him that were related to that. So really you can find anything, any type of style. They have retro stuff, retro fonts, retro colors and graphics, really any kind of style. And I think one on our show, I think it was Tara, who said she normally, when she's creating t-shirt designs, has some templates for different types of styles. So maybe like a vintage one or a all different like style types. So Creative Fabrica is kind of good to just sort of have graphics on hand for each of those different kind of style types. So when you get a good idea for a t-shirt design, you can try it in a couple different design types. So even if you are an artist and you are a graphic designer, you might tend to only design in a certain way. Maybe you only do watercolor, or maybe you only do I don't know, some specific type of style. So sometimes it's nice to kind of try out your designs in other styles, and you can just get those from Creative Fabrica.
Exactly. The fonts I really love the fonts. There's so many different fun ones. Like there's fonts with like that has a mermaid tail at the end.
So cool.
And they're really nice, like more gothic ones or Western ones. Or there's even a font that looks like kids' handwriting. And there's so much like creativity and fantasy in there.
Yes. And you have good ones for St. Patrick's Day, right? I think you have some Gaelic fonts or different kind of fonts like that.
Exactly. And I can see a bunch of St. Patrick's designs popping up now because it's coming closer.
Yep. So, okay. So what do people do if they're interested in becoming an artist for Creative Fabrica? How does that work?
Yes. So you just need to create an account, which is for free if you don't have one already. I did see somebody asking earlier about if you need to, there it's from this profitable. Can you simultaneously be a customer and a designer on the same account, or is it better to have a separate account?
Oh, that's a good question. Thanks.
Yeah, you can definitely be a designer and a customer on the same account. If you prefer having everything under one account, that's easier. You will just be able to see your license keys the same way. And then when you join as a designer, you will get access to our designer dashboard, where you'll be able to upload your products, view your earnings, opt in for our promotions, etc.
And guys, just now I posted 2 different links. One says creativefabrica.com/my-account. That's to set up an account. And then the other link I posted is to open a store. So if you click on that, it'll help you set up an artist store.
Yeah. The open store website, you can read more what are the perks of joining. So see how much you can earn. how it works to sell on Creative Fabrica. And once you're ready to join, you can just go to my account and apply. So you need to apply to become a designer. But I also want to encourage people to join even if you don't have a portfolio or a website to show your art, because you can always contact our customer support and say like, hi, I'm new, but I'd be happy to send you some samples of what I'm interested in selling.
That's perfect. And so that goes along with Ian's question. So about the vetting service, you do have to apply to be a graphic designer. He also asked, regarding the typographers who contribute dingback fonts, do the authors create the font graphics themselves? Do you vet each font image before posting them to make sure it's original and unique and not culled from another source?
Yes, so all the font designers make it themselves. And if they do dingbat fonts, they make the graphics themselves also. And yes, we do check all fonts and all graphics coming in here in the office by our content team. So they make sure to check that it's not covered by copyright or trademarked. And we have processes to check that a font is unique and that it's not copied from somebody else.
Awesome. So when an artist gets accepted and starts their store and everything, is there any like limitations to how much they can post there, or is there any like expectations? Like, are they supposed to post a certain amount per year, or how does it work?
No, it's all about how much you have. There's no limit at all to how much you can sell. You can maybe be a bit smart about posting it. I think you as merch sellers are good at that. Like, how much should I post everything I have at once, or should I post it little by little every day? Because as you post things, it will be visible on the website, but we all obviously have like a section with like newest items. So if you post a few per day, your items will always show up there instead of posting everything at once, and then you're only there once.
Yeah, so you want to be a little more gradual with your posting. Awesome. And then how does it work with payments? I know we have the link so they can go look, but do you want to just briefly explain a little bit how it works?
Of course. So you can choose to opt in for the subscription. Most of our designers do. That's the really good way to earn monthly recurring revenue. You can also contact our customer support if you would like to get more information exactly how the subscription works and exactly how the earnings work. I won't go into too much in detail on that now because it's a bit complicated. But basically you can earn on all your products, you can earn recurring earnings every month. And on the single sales, you as the designer set the price yourself. So you decide what you want to sell it for. We recommend that you set like a similar price. So if you're selling on other marketplaces or other stores, that you set a similar price to keep it fair and like not raise the prices to the roof. So there, all the sales that you refer, you earn 75%, and all the sales that we refer via promotions, etc., you get 50% of the earnings.
Okay, great. Are you allowed to have used those graphics before? Like, I'm just imagining maybe there's artists that are in our group that have been creating their own designs for their own t-shirts on merch. Are they allowed to send those to you and say, here's some graphics, but if they've already used it on a shirt, is that okay or not okay?
You're always, if you are the owner to the design, you're always allowed to sell it. Okay. Even if you sold it before on t-shirt or merch, you can always sell it as digital file.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what I figured, but I just wanted to be clear. So guys, if you've been on merch or on print on demand for years and you've built up a collection of graphics, feel free to sign up to be an artist on there. And then you're making not only the money from your own t-shirts, but now you could potentially also be earning money from your fonts, your graphics, all that stuff.
Yeah. And as a designer, you can also choose to opt in for we have very nice like discounts, like our $1 deals are launched every week and they're really popular. We have bundles and we have really fun stuff that you can join into.
Perfect. Chris is saying he doesn't quite understand Creative Fabrica yet. Chris, you can ask any questions you want in the chat. We're here to answer all your questions. So if you pull up the website and kind of look through it, you can kind of get a feel. It's a lot of fonts, it's a lot of graphics, it's a lot of just resources you can use for print on demand and for other projects and things. So that's the basic idea of it. But we'll continue to answer questions and go through all of it. How long, Dwayne has a question, how long is the sign-up period before acceptance?
Yes, so you need to apply to become a designer, and we answer it as soon as possible. Usually it takes about 1 or 2 working days for you to be accepted or for them to review your designer requests. And then we also, as I mentioned earlier, we check all the products that are uploaded, which also, of course, takes time, especially since our platform is growing and we're getting more and more designs. As you saw, like 50,000 graphics currently. But yeah, we always work as fast as possible. So 1 or 2 working days, unless it's really a special high pressure on our requests.
All right. How many, just out of curiosity of people watching, how many are already artists on Creative Fabrica? Definitely post something in the comments if you're already an artist, and tell us your experience, how you like it. And if you watch on the replay, feel free to just go ahead and still comment or post
or link your store.
Feel free to share this video if you know people that would be great to be artists on Creative Fabrica, or just people that would want to use these resources in their designs. Definitely share this.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone saying, I received an invoice for $10, but no access login information. How do I sign in?
So you probably got the email that you paid for the subscription. So you can just go to creativefabrica.com, and in the top right corner, there is a login. So you can just log in with make sure you use the email that you used when you signed up, because that's the account where your subscription will be located.
Perfect. And that's exactly why we're having this promotion while we're live, so that you can go ahead and try it now. If you still have trouble, we're still here. We can help answer.
Live customer support.
Awesome giveaway. Unfortunately, midnight here. I can't use my card yet. Okay, well, I think it'll just, how many of this promotions left? There should be a little more.
So now we're down on 11. Oh. It's going fast.
Festive Countdown is saying that he's been on for a month. Did a few already. So you've already been an artist. Fantastic.
So nice.
That is awesome. Okay, Ian saying, do you guys have any open line of communication with anybody at merch in case we have future need to verify, prove our licensing arrangement?
We do not have an open line of communication, but you can always talk with us and we will help you sort it out. We're happy to help you sort it out.
You can always print out the licensing agreement or show from Creative Fabrica that you have the right to use this file.
Exactly. With your license key that you're provided with each download, that's your proof.
Yes.
So also feel free to email us at hi@creativefabrica.com, and we'd be happy to explain more how that works and how you can prove it.
Yes. Yeah, because there's other places other than merch you can use it too. So Etsy, all the different ones. Like some print-on-demand companies are easier to talk directly with the people in charge of those companies, and some are harder. But either way, the companies don't care. They just want to see that you have the license agreement, which you do. You'd be able to have that.
Yeah. Dwayne says,
yes,
I'm just an artist. You should join, Dwayne.
That would be great.
If you were interested in selling your art.
Yeah, and it's totally up to you, Dwayne. I know you're building a brand around your dinosaur art, so you might not want to use that particular art because your brand is built around it. But if you have other things that are a little outside of your brand, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so any more questions about Ian saying he found another Facebook user? He's so funny. Ian, you're hilarious. Guys, I've tried to get Ian on the show, and so far he has turned me down, but hopefully one day you'll be on the show, Ian, because you were hilarious.
It's very much fun. I can really recommend it, Ian.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
See? No, I knock on wood. Maybe I better not say it out loud, but I was just going to say, so far no one's regretted being on the show.
No.
Okay, so I think we're almost getting to the end of talking about being an artist on Creative Fabrica. So if you have any more questions about being an artist on Creative Fabrica and selling your own graphics and fonts and things like that, post them now. We're going to get into licensing, everybody's favorite topic. We're going to go into that in a minute. Mike is saying thanks to both of you. Jacob, we're going to answer your question in a minute in the licensing section. Chris, we're going to answer your question in the licensing section. Any more questions about, I don't have a camera or a microphone. Can I still come on? I think we talked about, that was the reason. I was thinking you didn't. Okay. Thank you for reminding me what the reason was. Everybody
have to invite him over.
Everybody gives me a different reason. So I forgot what yours was. Yes. Normally if you have a laptop or something like that, the camera and the microphone's built in. So I would be able to say yes. But in your case, I think you said you didn't have a laptop either. So you would need either a laptop or a camera or microphone. So if you ever get it, the open invitation to be on the show. All right. Here's one more artist question. The question is from Festive Countdowns. He says, how does the revenue share work for the artist? I saw the PDF with the explanation, but I have a few dollars already earned while I have no sales directly.
That's most likely from the subscription earnings, or it's possible that you're also an affiliate. I don't know because I don't have your account up, but then you can also make earnings from this. So exactly, if you are in part of the subscription, you can make earnings from that, even if you haven't made any sales directly.
Wow, that is really cool. That's amazing. Yeah. So is it based on just how many graphics you have listed up for sale?
Yes, it's based on that, and also the downloads.
Okay.
Yeah, and per customer that renews their subscription.
Got it. Great question. Thank you, Festive Countdowns. Yes. Jacqueline, did you see mine? Was it about being an artist? Maybe I didn't see it. Let me scroll back up. Jacqueline, can you write it again? I don't think I did see the question.
I missed it too.
Yeah, I'm scrolling up and I still don't see it. So go ahead and type your question again. Sorry about
Maybe
that.
It didn't get posted.
And then how only use. Okay, Patty is saying, I have only used it for graphics and fonts. Can you give us an example of someone's store? Where can we shop on an artist's store?
So you can always visit an artist store. For example, if you're on the product page of a product, so one of the fonts, for example, you always see who made it. So you just scroll down to under where it says buy or download if you have the subscription. And under the specific, like does it include the commercial license, etc., it says who is the designer. So you can click view profile and their shop will come up and you see all the products that are in their shop. If you already know the name of the designer, you can search for their name and their products will come up. And you can also follow designers. So if you have a few favorites that you're like, I really want to see when they have new stuff coming out, you can just click follow, and in your account, you will see all the designers that you follow.
Jacob is, thank you, Patty, for the question, and thank you for the answer, Linnea. Jacqueline, I see your question. That's about licenses, so we're going to get to that soon. Festive Countdowns is saying, if I download my item with, let's say, POD subscription, it won't show in the reports?
No, we don't yet show any specifics for the subscription downloads, so that's why you can't see it exactly.
Okay.
It will show in your earnings.
Awesome. Well, congrats on your downloads, Festive Countdowns.
Yeah.
All right. Jacob is saying, Is it wise to upload our merch design since the unlimited license allows use of downloads? Doesn't that essentially give license to copycats? I'm not talking about uploading a merch design with like the words and the whole layout of what you did, just the individual elements. So for instance, the font type, not your exact like I love unicorns or whatever your exact shirt says, just the actual font you created if you did a hand lettered font. Or the graphic of the unicorn. So it wouldn't be your exact merch design. And again, if you don't want people to use that graphic, then of course you would not upload it. So it's only if you don't mind. Like if it was just like for Dwayne, he has a brand built around dinosaurs. So he probably won't want to upload those dinosaurs because that's too much related to his brand. But if he happens to do a shirt for St. Patrick's Day and has like a beer mug on it or something, he might not care about selling that graphic because it's not really related to his brand and other people could use that graphic in other ways. So some people have been doing print on demand for so many years that they have a lot of graphics built up and they might want to just go ahead and make some extra money on their Christmas graphics and their Easter graphics and all these different things. It's not on Creative Fabrica, they're not like ready-made t-shirt designs, which I like because there are some sites that try to sell the exact t-shirt design that you would sell on merch. And that gets complicated because if people are uploading the exact same design, then yes, Jacob, people could report it for copycatting and all kinds of stuff. This is more about the individual elements. And then when you get it, you combine it together into your own t-shirt design. So, or your own pattern, like a lot of different things you could do with it. So it's the individual graphics and the individual fonts, and then you kind of mix them all together and make your own designs.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I think we'll go ahead and go into the licensing section. This is where we get the most amount of questions. And I really want everyone to really ask all your questions here. This is the best way. Linnea is actually going to share her screen and show examples of how you could use these graphics and elements and the licensing with it. And pay attention, guys, because we are going to ask a question at the end, and whoever answers that the most quickly is going to win a bundle from Creative Fabrica. So
yes.
Yep. Just let me know whenever you're ready. We can share your screen. The first thing we're going to start with is what is the POD license? What is the POD subscription? Like, what does that entail? What does that mean?
Yeah, so I think it's been called POD subscription in the merch community, but it is our all access subscription. This subscription includes our both our full POD, as we call it, and when we say full POD, we mean that you can use all the designs that are covered with full POD license, and you can use them as is for your print on demand shops or stores. And the full print on demand license, it allows you to use the designs.
Screen. I'm not sure if you're sharing it or not, but we can't see it.
No, I'm not sharing it right now.
Oh, okay. And Biz Profitable, he's saying, is this recorded? Yes, this video is recorded, so you can watch it again later.
Yes. So the full print on demand license, you can use the designs as is. So for example, if you download a unicorn design from us, you can upload it straight to your print on demand website without changing it, without making any amends to it. And that's what we saw were so liked by the print on demand community, because a lot of them were not creatives and they didn't really know how to change the design or didn't have the tools to change it.
So yeah, let's talk about that. So that's if you're using full POD. So guys, you'll see on the site, there's a section that says full POD, and the full POD has, I think you said 15,000 different graphics and fonts and stuff. All the rest of the fonts and graphics that are not under that full POD, you can still use it, but you would have to change it. So you wouldn't be able to upload it exactly as it is. You'd have to change the files and change the colors, change different things about it. So that's kind of the difference between what is full POD and what is not full POD.
Exactly. So yeah, if you go to our site, it's called creativefabrica.com/POD. And this is currently where the promotion is, but
Uh-huh.
also where you can download all our full PUD design assets. So what you see then, if you open one of the assets here, is that it says commercial and full PUD usage allowed. So this tells you that, yes, I can use it for full PUD. And if you want to read full PUD, you can also read it in our license. But if you, for example, want to download one of the other ones, the 500,000 graphics that we have that are not covered with full PUD, you can use it for print-on-demand websites and for other digital marketplaces that are not print-on-demand websites. But you just need to, as Helen said, change it. So you need to make something new with it, make something unique. You're not allowed to just take it and upload it, because that would be reselling the art from the original designer.
Yes.
So it's meant to use as design assets.
Exactly. So you could use components of it, but you'd have to change, the color of it, or, change something about it. So Jacob Topping saying, so send $10 for 17,000 full POD with license design. Sounds like the greatest deal ever. Yep.
It is.
Pretty good deal.
And also wanted to mention that all the fonts on our website can be used for a full POD, as we say, because you always take a font and use it for something. You always write something, or for example, a quote or just a word. So I think somebody was asking about that earlier too. So the fonts can also be used. Yes.
All the fonts can be used for POD. Awesome. So that's it. Way more than the 15,000 probably then.
Yeah.
So awesome. Okay. And guys, when you have the subscription, it means you can download however many you want per month. So there's no limit to how much you download. So, but when you do have the subscription, there is, basically how it works is you keep paying that subscription every month to be able to use those assets, right? So talk about that a little bit. And that's also, you guys are going to love that if you're an artist, because if someone is using your art, you're getting a royalty from that forever.
Yeah.
So
with the subscription, as you said, you're more lending it from the designer. So you pay the set amount a month, and then indeed, as a designer, you get recurring money from it every month. Instead of selling it once, you can sell it forever.
Yes. And thank you, Festive Countdowns. He's saying you can see the full license with visuals right here. So thank you for putting that. And yes, and we've also talked about the license many, many times in the Facebook group. So if you type in anything with Creative Fabrica and licensing, you'll see graphics we made up for it. You'll see all our answers. Yeah. It's one of our most commonly asked questions in the group. So you'll, but you can go ahead and keep asking. We will be happy to answer. But still, $10 a month. I mean, you can download so many graphics and fonts. It's definitely saves you more than if you were like paying for each one individually. But that's another option. So if they don't want to do the subscription, you can pay for each one individually, right? Exactly.
So for example, you can always buy them individually. So you can choose to buy it without full POD license or with. So if you buy it with, it adds a little bit to cover that license. Mm-hmm. But then you can use it for with our full print-on-demand usage forever.
Yeah. Yes. So
Christina said, sorry.
I was just going to say, Christina does it where she keeps track of she just has the subscription. So she's downloading a lot of fonts and graphics and everything. But if the shirt sells a certain amount of time, she goes ahead and buys the license and puts a note of that on her spreadsheet that she bought the license for that design. That way, if she ever does cancel the subscription, she knows which one she's already bought and can just buy the ones that she hasn't bought yet, or work it out. So you can always, if you decide to cancel, then you just can't use those graphics anymore. If you do decide to use them, you just have to change them.
Exactly. So if you stop your subscription, you're not paying the designer anymore to use their designs. So that's why you need to take it down. You're kind of lending it. But then I think it's a really good example what Christina's doing. You can either decide to buy the ones that you think are really successful and that you would like to continue with, or you can just amend it, and then it will fall under a basic PUD usage, and then you can continue to sell it even after you cancel.
Yes, exactly. And so for $10 a month, you can basically test out a lot of stuff, because sometimes I'm sure anybody who's been on print on demand long enough, they've had at least something they've uploaded that hasn't sold. So it makes it so you don't have to like pay for everything up front and then realize it never sold and like get frustrated. You can try out so many things and only buy the single subscriptions for the stuff that actually works, that you sell a lot of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or I think it's a really good way also to invest in your business, right? Because if you're not skilled enough to design your designs yourself, and you want to buy assets, design assets, you always have new designs. We get new designs every day. I saw somebody asking about it. We get new designs for full print on demand and for not full print on demand every day. So you always have a source of designs which you can use to grow your business further. So it's also an investment kind of in your business.
So Mike asks, what about designs used in PUD already sold? Exempt? No. If you stop your subscription, you would have to buy the individual license for that. But if it's already sold, then you've already made the money to buy the individual license.
Yeah, exactly. Then the product is already shipped to the customer. And so every sale you make, that doesn't have anything to do with the license, no.
Yeah, so while you're in the print on demand world and making shirts all the time, just the subscription's great. If 5-10 years from now you decide you don't want to do this anymore, you would just look and see what shirts are still selling, delete the ones that aren't selling, and then just buy the license for the stuff that has continued to keep selling throughout the years.
Yes.
All right, so let's answer everybody's questions. I'm so sorry, Linnea. I know we only have 9 minutes, but we'll do the best we can. If you make changes to the POD file, will that affect the license?
So then if you make changes, so the design is a new design. For example, if you just have, I'm sorry, I'm getting back to the unicorn. I'm stuck on unicorn for some reason. But if you have a unicorn and you just add a little flower on the head or something, that's not a new design. It's the original design with a flower on it. But if you, for example, put the unicorn in a new environment, or change the colors of it, add a font, then you have created something new. I do have an example. Should I show it, Christina?
Yes.
Or Helen? I'm sorry.
Yeah, share the screen and then we can see it. And thank you for your question.
Yes, thank you so much.
While you're
so this is an example also that goes for, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
So this also falls a little bit for under the, sorry, now it's disappeared. It goes also with the full print on demand. So I wanted to show an example of how you are not allowed to use printable, how you can use it in an example where you change it. Sorry, mic not working with me right now. There we go.
Thank you guys all for your questions.
Are you with me?
Yes.
All right, so here's the unicorn. That's probably why I'm stuck on the unicorn, because I've been looking at this design. So for example, this is two files. So it's this kind of marble background and this unicorn that I just added on top. And if you would upload this for example, let's say on Etsy, this would not be allowed because the unicorn is the major design element in this design. So you haven't created something new with it. This would also not be allowed for basic PUD. So let's say if you're selling on a PUD website and you want to stop your subscription and you want to change it, and this is not enough changes. But here, for example,
but real quick on that, so it's not enough if you cancel your subscription or if you don't have the full POD license. But if you do have the full POD license and you have not canceled your subscription, it is okay.
Exactly. So if you have a full POD license and you upload this file to sell it on a print-on-demand platform, then this is okay. That's what's so nice about that license.
Yes.
Here on the other end, I made kind of a worksheet because we were talking a little bit about Amazon Ignite, but also I think people can sell these also on Etsy or other digital marketplaces. And here I've used the unicorn. It's not the main design element of this design. This design is more than that. Has other elements. It has fonts. It has other graphics and backgrounds. So this would be allowed. So just to show you the difference, that this is on the right side here, you have clearly like this is the main design, and here it's part of your design that you made.
Perfect. And before you go off of this, let's stay here. So this leads me to another question. I had asked Linnea, what about Amazon Ignite? What about KDP? Does that count under the POD full license? Like, are those considered POD platforms? What exactly is a POD platform? So do you want to go ahead and answer that question?
Yes. So Amazon KDP is a POD platform because you, as a seller, you upload a digital file, but the customer that buys your products, they get a physical product. They get a book. So it is print on demand because they get a physical book in the end. But for example, on Amazon Ignite, you upload a digital file, but the customer that gets it in the end product is a digital file. So that's the difference. Always think about what's the end product for the customer. If it's a digital file, it's not a print-on-demand platform because nothing is printed. It's just sent. A digital file is sent to the customer.
But for that worksheet that you did, is that considered a physical product because now it's a worksheet?
Well, if I would sell this and print it out and sell it, then it's a physical product. But if I would just upload it to Etsy and sell it as a PDF, no, then it's a digital product.
Okay. So these can't be used for digital products?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Should I close it again?
Yep. Go ahead. So somebody's asking, all access is the same license as full POD?
Yes. So all access, you get access to our full POD license. So just make sure that when you download with your all access, that you download designs that have, it says under the download button, commercial and full POD usage allowed.
Yeah.
So make sure that it says full usage.
Yeah, I think all access gives you access to the whole entire site. So
exactly,
you can download full POD or you could download stuff from the rest of their website. It gives you access to everything. So if you only want to use the full POD section because you want to use the graphics exactly as they are, then you have access to everything, but you would just click on full POD and only use that. All access gives you access to artwork that artists have decided they don't want their artwork in the full POD section. Some artists don't want their full graphic to be used exactly as it is on people's t-shirts. So they opt out of that full POD. Exactly. So you still have access to their artwork, but in that case, you can only use their artwork on other things like social media posts, stuff like that. Or if you want to use it for print on demand, you have to be able to change it significantly. You have to change the actual graphic.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to a couple more questions and then we're going to do a giveaway. Okay, let's see.
I
Chris,
did see somebody ask. Oh, sorry, you do it.
I was just going to say, Chris is asking if he can show us some examples of his artwork to see if they would be eligible to being an artist. So yeah, go ahead. You can message them to us. That's fine. We will look at it.
You can also email the images or the art to hi@creativefabrica.com and we will help you.
I don't know if we answered this question already. Did we answer that already? Are the licenses the same for both graphics and fonts alike? If we end the subscription, are the font licenses voided?
Yeah, so that's a good question, Ian. No, I didn't answer it before. Okay. But so as I explained before, that the fonts can always be used for PUD because you're not allowed to upload the font file. You're never allowed to upload the actual design file, the original file. So you always use the font to create a new design, right? Like even if you write hello with a font on a t-shirt, that's a design. So no, for the fonts, you don't need to, it's not voided. And yes, it also includes the dingbat fonts.
So let me just say that one more time. So if someone cancels their subscription down the road and it's just a font they use, not a graphic, just a font, they don't have to take that shirt down because it's just a font.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they don't have to take it down.
So that's really good. If you guys are just using this for fonts, it really helps. You never have to worry. Even if you cancel your subscription, the shirts are fine that you use the fonts for. All right. Let's see. I think Jacob had asked a question earlier about using fonts for a different company he has. He has like a logo and he has a chocolate company. Could he use the graphics for that?
I would like to hear a bit more exactly how he would like to use it. So if he could email us at hi@creativefabrica.com, I can help him out a bit more specifically in that case.
Oh, here it was. Can I use the assets for 5-leaf chocolate? That's the name of his company. So yeah, I guess it just depends, like, how are you using it?
Yeah, but feel free to email me, Jacob, and I'll help you out.
All right. Any other questions, guys? If I did not answer your question, please post it one more time. We got so many, and I was trying to get to everybody, but just ask it again.
I did see one. Either it's from Ian or it's from the other person who were called Facebook user. It says, are tools like Font Cloud still in ongoing development? Can we suggest wishlist improvement to it somewhere? So that's also what I wanted to mention, that with the subscription, you not only have access to all our design assets, but you also have access to our tools. Yeah, you found it. So we have one tool called Font Cloud, and it helps you to manage your fonts. So all the fonts that you downloaded from all over the internet, and you just have them in a bunch on your in a folder on your computer, you can upload them to Font Cloud, and Font Cloud helps you show what the font looks like. You can write words, and it will show you what that word would look like in all the fonts that you have. If you can copy paste the glyphs to the softwares you're using, it's really nice and easy. And if you, we are working on it indeed. And if you have any suggestions of improvements or features that you would like on any of our tools, you can always email us at hi@creativefabrica.com.
Yep. And Linnea's in the Facebook group, and we can answer questions too. So feel free to post in the Facebook group as well. All right, let's see. Oh, Jacqueline, I know you had done it earlier. Let me see. Do you remember what Jacqueline's questions were? Oh, here we go. Will our downloads and licenses permanently be on the Creative Fabrica site?
So if you make download, so your license key is always available forever, as long as you don't remove your account. But I don't think you should do that, because then you lose the access. If you purchased the product, so you have the forever license, then you can always download it, unlimited amount of downloads. You can always find your license. If you have a subscription, you can always also re-download your previous downloaded items. But if you cancel the subscription, you cannot obviously download them anymore, but you can always access the license key also after you cancel.
Perfect. All right, so now we got to think about a question to ask the audience. So do you want to explain to them the giveaway?
Yes, so we have, together with Merch Money, actually, we were talking about that some people might not want to get the subscription or want to purchase the single sales license for full PUD. And we really, like, a lot of our customers love our bundle deals. It's basically a lot of products in one bundle that we sell for a really nice discounted price. So we have created a bundle called the Print on Demand bundle. I will post it to you, Helen, so you can post it in the comments. It's a bundle that gives you the full print on demand license. So all the assets in there, it's 16 graphics and 16 fonts, can be used as for print on demand platforms. And it's only $15 for all these assets. It's worth $324 normally. So it's a nice price. And we wanted to do a giveaway with this bundle. So I leave it to you, Helen, too.
Yeah. Okay, so give me one example of a type of product that you would not be able to use a POD license graphic for. So for instance, you can use a full POD license on t-shirts. What kind of products can you not use the full POD license on? Just answer in the comments, and the first person wins the bundle.
Exciting.
I know. So hoodies you can use it on, t-shirts you can use it on. What products can you not use it on? Somebody said, let's see. The first one I see is Jody Northrup, digital product.
Yeah.
You were first. Biz profitable said Coca-Cola. I like that. Okay, somebody said Kindle. You actually can use it on Kindle. So that's why I wanted to ask that question, because I really want to drive home this fact, because it was something that I wanted to wrap my head around, because I didn't at first understand it. As long as the product is printed out, that's what print on demand means. So it's printed out on a t-shirt, it's printed out on a book, it's printed out on a pop socket. As long as it's printed out, it's fine. If it's not printed out, if it's a digital product, the reason you can't use it on digital products is because the artist kind of loses control of it at that point. Someone else could sell that product. It's just a lot easier for people to resell that product than if it's printed on one product. If you print it out on one t-shirt, it's a lot harder for that person to sell it later, because it's just one t-shirt. A digital product can be, sold many, many times. So you can't use these resources on digital products. Exactly. So Jody, you're the winner. Just message me after, or I'll message you, and we'll get that bundle over to you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
And for those of you who didn't get it, if you have a subscription, you can obviously download all the assets in this bundle with full POD regardlessly. But if you want to buy it, it's available for 45 days.
Perfect.
So I'll go there and get it.
Group. I think I put the link in here too, but I'll post that.
Yeah. And I also wanted to say that there's still subscriptions left. There's still some really nice deals in the promotion in the link that Helen posted in the beginning. So it's still $11 a month, and that's forever. You pay $11 every month for unlimited access.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Linnea. I know we went over just a little bit, but we really
fun.
Really appreciate you, and we really appreciate you being in the Facebook group. So guys, if you're watching the replay and your question wasn't answered, or if it just got lost because this was such a busy chat and it's just me, so I got a little behind, just post in the Facebook group. Anybody who's not in our Facebook group, it's Merch Money. Just join that Facebook group, and we will be happy to answer questions and walk you through it. Linnea is amazing. So any questions,
thank you, Helen.
if you bought a subscription and your old one didn't get canceled for some reason, just reach out to us. We can help you with that. Refund, if you end up getting charged twice, we can refund it for you. So thank you very much. And
thank you, Helen.
I think somebody had asked if you have a Facebook group. Does Creative Fabrica have a Facebook group?
Yes, I also wanted to say that. Actually, join the Merch Money Group Facebook group, but also join our Facebook group.
Sorry, I would have put the link. I don't think I even know that. So now I need to join that group.
Yes, you should. We post our if we have any new deals in there. It's not specifically print on, so we don't focus too much on the full print on demand license in there. But there's really nice, you can get really nice freebies as well, or ask questions.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, and thank you, Dina. She's saying smash that like button. Yes, please subscribe and like, share this with people, all of that good stuff.
Thank you everyone for commenting, and for also you who bought the deal today, but also all the people that bought the deal on Black Friday or on Christmas. We're really happy to have you on the platform.
Yes. And I know some people were hurrying to buy it in the beginning before the deal ended. If you decide that you don't want it for any reason at all, we can cancel it for you. We just want to make sure that everybody's happy and that everybody loves it. So just let us know. Whatever you need, we'll be there for you.
And if you have any questions, just message us. We'll help you out.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for everybody that was watching. And thank you, Linnea. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. And for everybody else, wherever you are in the world, good night, good morning, good afternoon.
Yes, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for having me, Helen. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yes. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the show tomorrow. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.